GFS stock is up 2.16% in this regular session of today, the 4th of October 2023. Yesterday, the price dropped dropped through its 50-day moving average of $5.73 on below average volume. So the stock is consolidating within a longer term downtrend. Shares are currently below its 200-day moving average, but even with that, it is outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell their shares and drive the price of GFS lower. The volume for this session, the 4th of October, is on track to be lighter than usual, with 578,000 shares having traded already. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. So the 10-day average is around 1.254 million shares, and so far we have just slightly above 500,000 shares. And we have seen what's going on with the stocks. There's a cycle here going on, and the good thing is that the cycle, the lows at some point, the lows were getting higher, but of late they have just slightly dropped. Yes, it has slightly dropped, but still not, at least not below the rising leg, at least, but you can clearly see there's a pattern here in the stock, quite cyclical, but the company, I think it's not as glamorous as Nvidia or even AMD or even ARM or ARM. Some of these other much more prominent chip makers. They don't make GPUs like Nvidia, but guess what? The GPUs that Nvidia makes, they're used in the cloud. Obviously, that's where they are used, and globalfoundries makes the hardware that actually connects those GPUs with the rest of the cloud infrastructure. What the infrastructure, the devices or the links that you need to connect or transfer data is it comes from globalfoundries. They are probably one of the most preeminent manufacturers of such things. A lot of things, RF devices, they're in their iPhones, they have their devices there. Their devices don't really cost a huge amount of money. If not, maybe that's why you probably don't hear about them that much. But they are very much there. They're very, very much there. General Motors had to go to them to get all the chips that they needed to get their sales, to get all those cars they manufactured in 2021 that couldn't be sold because of the lack of chips. They had to go to globalfoundries to get those devices, and their orders from their sales from on the auto sector, on the auto sector of the company is doing well, and they are I think they're saying that correct me if I'm wrong, they might reach up to $1 billion in auto sales this year. I mean, when I say auto sales, I don't mean car sales. I mean sale of chips to auto companies, General Motors and their like. So they are not as glamorous. They're not as prominent. And a lot of issues also, cyclical issues also does affect them. They are tech related. So when there's a broader market decay, it tends to affect them because they are very much connected with the central financial system. They're very much connected with the 10-year yields and the Fed funds and all that stuff. They're not that far away from what goes on in the broader market, in the broader economy, the broader finance space. So it does affect them, but regardless, they're still fundamentally sound. They're competing with the likes of TSMC, and they're pushing and challenging these other bigger players. They're not making GPUs at the moment. They don't make them, but they make, without their devices, GPUs wouldn't be able to transfer data. They won't be able to transfer information. So they are very much there. So given all of these things, now this shares has it's now the gain is now only 1.91%. So we have what we have here is that this is the 1 minute chart. So the market is ending in about 3 minutes. So coming down to the 1 day chart, let's see what we can find there. Coming down to the 1 day chart, we have This is the 10-day moving average, is projecting that the stock will continue to show strength from today, and come Monday the 9th of October it might reach $58.38, but after that it's suggesting that they might crash down to $50.43. That's a huge decline for the stock. That will take it to a 52-week low, I want to believe. And this is a 1-day chart, so this is a forecast for the prediction for it's predicting its 10-day moving average. So this is as of next week, Thursday the 12th of October. But regardless of all of these things, we have Fibonacci projections here. It's just resting on one of them, which is 57.20. Above that we have 61.16, and then we have 71.78. So maybe if things remain the way they are, if things remain as negative as they are, maybe that is what we might see. But if things change, if market participants begin to look in the other direction, if they begin to see that there has been a lot of weakness in the market, there has been a sell-off, in a very short time, the 9 out of 10 stocks have no bearing, they're just neutral. So if those things begin to change in the coming days, it could just take one day, one session, and some of them, the traction may begin to come back. This algo might recalculate and point some point in another direction. But as things stand right now, it is projecting negativity for GFS. So, but let's have a look at the 1-week chart and see what we have there on. Let's look at the 1-week chart and see what the projections are saying. On the 1-week chart, we also have the 10-period moving average also indicating some strength. The good thing is that come Monday the 23rd of October, it's indicating that it might close at $60.98, and after that it might retrace again and then pivot by Monday the 6th of November, and then spike up to $65.65 by 13th of November. So just like in the daily chart, it can be recalculated if things change, if things change in the broader market. So there are upper projections obviously on this as well. We have right now just slightly above where it is we have 57.58. there's also one below 51.55, the sort of levels that it is projecting that it might drop to on its 1-day chart. So we have above all of those two, we have 61.29, we have 64.39, we have 67.48, we have 71.96, 77.53, all the way to $93.46. So see what you make of GFS stock, and I'll definitely continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.